Hi everybody. Just going to I was just trying to put some music on in the background, but for some reason my TV is not playing ball, and I have no sound, so obviously I'm not meant to be playing any music right now, so that's okay. I'm on the floor as always. I kind of like sitting on the floor. So I'll just wait for a little bit just for people to hop on. Yeah, I will try and get my music back up, but for some reason I can't get any sound on my Spotify and I'm not too sure why. But that's okay. That's okay, we don't need background music. I just thought it would be nice. So I hope everybody is doing okay. I hope you can see me okay and hear me okay. So I will just wait a few minutes to see who's going to come onto this live, and we'll go from there. So I'm just going to spend a minute or so connecting my energy and connecting with my cards. So if I'm going quiet, that is why. I'll see how this live goes tonight, and I'm looking to do another live on my Sunday morning, which will be Saturday evening in the UK. But we'll see how we go tonight first. Very quiet, no music. That's okay. It's actually quite warm here in Auckland. We've been lucky winter-wise. It's not really been that cold. I have to say, being in Auckland, there is the plus side of the subtropical heat, so it's not really been that cold here, which has been nice. So obviously I'm wearing a t-shirt top today, so I would not be wearing I very much feel the cold. So yeah, it's been really lovely today. Had a really lovely walk on the beach today. So yeah, we've done okay winter-wise in New Zealand. Well, in Auckland anyway. I know some parts of New Zealand it's been pretty chilly. I know Queenstown has been cold, and I know New Plymouth as well. So I'm actually heading to New Plymouth next week, just for a little while. So, hi Dawn, how are you? Can you see and hear me okay? I'm actually heading to New Plymouth next week for a little while, just to catch up with friends, and I've got a few things I need to do there. So I'm hoping to connect with a couple of clients. So if anybody on here is in New Plymouth and they want to connect with me and have a reading or some coaching, please let me know. But I will post that just to remind people. Yeah, so, and I know New Plymouth is a bit chilly at the minute, so I'm going to be very aware of that because I've got used to this nice weather here. Hi Kim, how are you? I was just saying, for some reason, I had my Spotify on and there is no sound, so not too sure why. It's playing, there's just no sound, and the sound is not muted. So it's a little bit bizarre. If anyone knows why that happens on Spotify, please let me know. Not too cold at the moment. Yes, fine. I will need to leave at 9:30ish. Okay. So I will try and put my music back on. But yeah, I have the screen up here. I have the music that I want to put on. I have Spotify on. I don't have it muted, but I have no sound. So not too sure why that's happening, but hey ho. I'm sure there will be a simple explanation. But I'll have to look into that at some point. Maybe I'm just not meant to have music right now, but that's okay. Right. Thank you, Dawn. Yeah, it's just good to know that people can see and hear me okay. Right. Dawn. So if anybody would like me to pull them a card, or if anyone wants to ask me a question, or before I do tune into energy, I just wanted to, I just wanted to share something. I do understand people are really struggling at the minute. I feel like 2025 has been quite a struggle for many people, and people are feeling a bit despondent and a little bit fearful of life. So I'm feeling very consumed with their thoughts. So I've had a few people come my way. I could say friends, clients, but I'm just generalising here. I've had a few people that have reached out to me in desperation, and they're so consumed with what's going on in their life, or how they're feeling about themselves or the situation, that they've almost lost themselves, and they're just spiralling. So I've had a few situations where I've had people reach out to me and begging me for answers and begging me for help. So I just want to, and yes, I am here to support people. I am here to give guidance. I am here to give readings. I am here to give coaching. I'm not here to fix anybody, and I'm not here to rescue anybody either. So I just wanted to make that clear. And I say this with love, because I also have to protect myself. So I have had a few situations where I've had a few people reach out, and I've had a few people that have felt very low to the point that they're just struggling to just carry on. So and like I say, I've had experience, obviously we've all had experience of mental health, and I take mental health extremely seriously. I've dealt with it myself, I've dealt with it with family members, I've been through a lot with that. So I'm very mindful of it and very empathic to it. However, with my work, I can only give what I can give. And again, like I say, I'm not here to fix people. I can't give answers as far as when people are in that moment and they're struggling and they're spiraling. It creates this feeling of desperation and panic. So I'll always say to people, if people are booking a reading in that feeling of desperation and panic, I would not advise booking a reading when you're in that energy. A reading will give you clarity, and a reading will give you guidance, and you take what you take from that reading. And also with the coaching, but more so with the coaching, you have to be willing to meet me halfway. So you have to remember that it's you that's doing the work. I'm not doing the work for you. And when it comes to readings, I tune in that moment and I give you what I give you. So I'm channeling in that moment and then it's gone. So again, I have had situations quite recently where I've had people reach out to me. I won't go into too much, clients, friends, and they've been extremely, they're struggling massively, and they've just reached out to me. So in these situations, I have listened, I've been on calls, and I've listened. I've just listened, because what I don't want, I want someone to know that they're not on their own, and they're not struggling alone. So, but in saying that, in these instances, and when things like this happen, when you're feeling, if you're feeling really, really down and really low, please know that there's so much help out there. There's so much help out there. Obviously, if you're in New Zealand, we have the crisis team here. I'm not sure in the UK who it is, but I know if you go to Healthline, there's always somebody on the other end of the phone. So if you're ever in a situation where you're feeling that way and you're just feeling everything feels too much, please, please, please reach out to these people. Yeah, I can step in and I can support as much as I can, but it's not my job in these situations. But at the same time, I want to be there as much as I can. So I hope this is making sense, but please know, or if you're in a situation where you're feeling so overwhelmed that you want me to put you in contact with somebody, an organisation that can talk to you, I will happily do that. So I think what I'm trying to say here is, again, like I said, I've had people reach out to me where they're absolutely desperate, to the point that they don't want to be here anymore. And I've been extremely empathic and understanding, but it's also been quite a lot for me as well to go through this. So yeah, so just, if you're anybody struggling in any way, and I know life can be quite difficult, and I know people are struggling, and I know people are going through a lot, and I'm completely understanding of that. I'm very empathic. Like I said, I've been through it all myself, and I've been through it with family members, so I know firsthand it's an extremely difficult space to be in. But please know, if you're getting to that point, reach out to somebody on the other end of the phone, because there will be somebody there for you. And if you're unsure who that is, then I don't mind you reaching out to me, and I will put you in touch with somebody else. But what I can't do is I can't fix the situation, and I can't rescue you. I can listen, but I can't do much more than that. But I hope this is making sense. And this is a very sensitive subject. And I hope what I've said makes sense, and I hope people understand. So I'm going to stop talking about that now. And just quickly, also my workshop coming up on the 3rd and the 4th. So I'm creating workshops. So I've got a workshop for this end of the world and a workshop for the other end of the world. So we'll see how many people are hopping onto this workshop. But please, please, if you can, come and join these workshops, because they'll be exciting. They're going to be fun. And I'm going to help you tune into your own intuition, so you can do this. You can read cards, you can read. Everybody has the ability to do this. We just believe that we don't, because our egos are telling us different. So if anybody wants to learn your psychic abilities, understand telepathic, how we work with telepathy, meditation, the cards, there's so much on this workshop, and I want to make it interesting and fun. I want us to also have fun. So all you need for this workshop is a deck of cards. The only cards I wouldn't suggest is tarot, because I don't use tarot, and I don't have tarot cards. But any cards, whether they're oracle cards, whatever those cards are, all you need is a deck of cards, and we hop on a video call, and we do. This will be a 6-week workshop, so it will be one hour a week for 6 weeks. But again, I will post up the details again. So if anyone's interested in these workshops, please reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any questions, or if you want to talk about payment plans, just reach out to me, and I'm quite happy to talk to you about that. Or if you want to do a phone call with me, yeah, so just let me know. So if anybody wants to ask me a question, please ask me a question, and I will connect to that question. Yeah, the workshops. So this is something that I'm delving into now. Workshops. This workshop will be ongoing for 6 weeks, but I will be also doing workshops where it will just be like a one-off workshop for a couple of hours, and we all hop on a call, on a video, and there'll be a topic, and we'll go through that. So there's going to be lots of workshops coming up. I also would like to do the workshops in person as well. So obviously I'll do them online, but I would like to do them being in Auckland. So if anybody's in Auckland, I'm going to be advertising stuff around the North Shore, getting myself out there in the North Shore, and I will be coming back to New Plymouth next week. So if anyone's in the New Plymouth area and they would like a reading with me in person, then please let me know, and I can see if I've got any availability for you. I'm happy also to do psychic parties, so if there's anybody in New Plymouth that would like a psychic party, so you get a group of people together, maximum of 6 probably, and it can be in the daytime or in the evening, and I come and just do little readings. It's more of a social thing as well. So if anyone's in the New Plymouth area from next week, I will be there for a little while, so just reach out to me. So does anybody have a question they want to ask me? It can be something that you want me to tune into, or it could be something around my coaching where I can give you some tools or some understanding to something that's keeping you a little bit stuck right now. Or if you just want me to pull a card, just drop a purple heart in the comments and I will pull you a card. I'm just laughing at my screen because it's up there playing my music with no sound. If anybody knows why there is no sound on Spotify when everything is playing, please let me know. Maybe I'm just not meant to have my music up, but that's okay. I'm in search for a lawyer who specifies in ACC. Can you please point me in the right direction? Natalie, I'm in search for a lawyer who specialises in ACC. Can you please point me in the right direction? So with questions, so you kind of answered your own question there, Natalie. So you're in search for a lawyer. So that will be something that you could do yourself. Anything with legal stuff I can't get involved in, but if you can make the question a little bit more direct, I feel that you will know. Just search and the right person will come to you. Just trust that as well. You can in this situation, Natalie, you can point yourself in the right direction. You've kind of answered your own question there. So if you're in search for a lawyer, you'll know. You'll just know. So trust yourself. So with the questions, I just want maybe a little bit more of a direct question, or just to drop a purple heart in the comments. I hope that makes sense for you, Natalie. Anything with legalities as well, I can't really get involved in, as you know. So Kaylee, right, I'm going to come to you, Kaylee. Kaylee. Actually, it's actually quite nice not having the music on. I listen to a lot of podcasts and stuff, so I've had my TV on for most of the day. So actually, this peace and quiet is actually quite lovely. So happening for a reason. Kaylee. Right. I'm getting a lot of nerves around you, Kaylee. I'm feeling a bit nervous. I'm getting this very sort of nervous feeling in my stomach. So I don't know if you're feeling that at the minute, Kaylee. I don't know if you're feeling nervous. They keep giving me nervous around you. A little bit overwhelmed. Are you feeling overwhelmed and nervous right now, Kaylee? Because I'm getting this feeling around you and it's quite strong. And I know it's not my stuff. It's as I'm tuning into your energy, I'm just getting this sort of, you know, that feeling of when you maybe you're going for an interview or something, and you've got to speak in front of a lot of people. That kind of like butterfly, nervous feeling. I'm picking that up around you, Kaylee. and a little bit of a feeling of overwhelm. Kaylee, you're very close to achieving your goal. So this card came through, so I've pulled a card from my Moonology deck. These are very powerful cards. You're very close to achieving your goal. So I feel like there's something with you, Kaylee. I feel like there's something that you want to do, or there's somewhere that you want to go. There's something, it feels quite big as well. Or there's something that you've been thinking about for a while, but something's stopping you from moving forward with that. Overwhelm. Kelly, overwhelm. So Kaylee, Kayla, sorry. I've got Kelly, Kayla. I'll come back to you, Kelly. Kayla, the card I've got for you is you're very close to achieving your goal. So I feel like there's something coming up for you, Kayla, or there's something that you're thinking about. And I feel like you've been thinking about this for some time now. It's like you want to move forwards with something, but something is stopping you. There's a block there with you. Does this make sense, Kayla? There's a block with something. And it feels like something big. It's a decision or something that you've been thinking about, and you kind of think about it, and then you just sort of stand away from it, and then you come back to it in your mind, and then you go away from it. I feel like there's a bit of disconnect in your life at the minute. You're not quite feeling like you're just sort of flowing through life. There seems to be a bit of disconnect with you, Kayla, and I'm just feeling this sort of feeling of like, I would really like to do this, and I'd love the idea of that, because I'm just feeling a little bit stuck in my life, and everything feels a little bit mundane at the minute, but I don't know how to do it. And you feel fearful of it, and because you feel fearful of it, you kind of keeps it blocked, and then nothing happens. It's like this procrastination energy with you, Kayla. So again, you're very close to achieving your goal. So there's something I feel that you're thinking about doing, or somewhere that you're thinking about going, or creating something, because I'm getting something quite big around you, Kayla. That's something that it will be quite a big life change for you. Does this make sense? Let me know if you're still there. I will come back to you, Kelly. Sorry if I said Kelly. I meant Kayla, but yeah, I think a lot of people are feeling overwhelmed at the minute. Does that make sense to you, Kayla? So again, you're very close. It's almost like you're very close to this. You just have to release that fear and stop this overthinking mind, Kayla, because there's something there. If you can stop this overthinking mind, you're just gonna breeze through with this, and what you're thinking about, yeah, makes sense. So what it is you're thinking about, just go with it. And if it feels good, just do it. Don't overthink it, because I feel like your mind is literally stopping you. You're in your head, you're in your thoughts so much about things, and then you're almost talking yourself out of it. So I feel like you'll know. Sorry, Kelly, I will come. I feel like I need to come to you anyway, Kelly. Kayla, I feel like you'll know what this means, but you're very close to it. So again, you're very close to achieving your goal. So go with that feeling of whatever it is, Kayla, because I feel like you know what this is, and really come out of that overthinking mind, because I feel like the overthinking mind puts you in that energy of procrastination, and then we just stop, and then we just carry on with life. But this thing doesn't go away, and the reason it doesn't go away is because it's something that your soul is pulling you to and calling you to. So listen to that, listen to your intuition, and just keep moving forwards. Don't listen to people outside of you that are telling you what you should and shouldn't be doing. Just really go inwardly to yourself, Kayla. Trust yourself on this, and just keep moving forwards with it. So I hope that gave you some clarity. You're very close. So you are very close, and I'm getting 2 months with this as well. So whether there's going to be a decision made, or you're going to talk about it, or you're going to put it into actual reality, but they're giving me 2 months. So I'll leave that with you, Kayla, and I hope that made some sense. Yes, you are so right with everything. There's a few things that I keep procrastinating, and I know I need to just do it. But like you said, overthinking everything. Yeah, I understand that, Kayla, and that's very much human nature. If you want to book up with me with coaching, this is where I help people with them. I literally unlock their minds. And if we only knew how much this stops us from doing so much, and the stories that we tell ourselves about ourselves that are actually quite very sad. We keep ourselves stuck when we don't need to. So if you want to book any coaching with me, Kayla, or you want to talk to me, or have a free 20-minute session where we can talk about coaching moving forwards, or if you want a reading, let me know. You know where to find me. So I hope that makes sense for you, Kayla, and that's the card. So I'll leave that with you, but don't procrastinate for too long. All right, Kelly. Kelly. I will come to you, Kelly. Kelly, I'm getting a lot of physical symptoms around you, Kelly. I don't know whether you suffer with headaches. I'm getting a lot like tension, like my neck, my shoulders, everything just feels really scrunched up, and it's like, oh, I almost feel like somebody could just just like do this on my back and my neck and my shoulders. I just feel like there's a lot of tension around the head area with you as well, Kelly. I'm just getting this congested feeling in my head. So I don't know whether you have been suffering from headaches or you do suffer from headaches. There's just a congested feeling around here and around my neck and around my upper back. It's like I just everything feels a little bit crunchy, and like I just want to relax. My shoulders are up here, but they just need to drop down. So I don't know if you can take that, Kelly, or if that makes sense to you, Kelly, because that's the feeling I'm getting around you. And it's like no matter what you do, it's like I just can't fully relax. I try to relax, but I can't. Thank you. I used to be so good at listening to my intuition, and then after a bit of trauma a few years ago, I kind of gave it into the outside voices and have been overthinking things so badly. Yes. Thank you again. You're welcome, Kayla. And trauma, yeah. I'm going to be doing workshops on all of this stuff because we're so locked in our heads, all of us locked in our heads. And if we only knew the freedom we would have in our lives and the opportunities that we would allow into our lives if we changed this. So I will be offering workshops around this. But I hear you and I understand. Kelly, neck, yeah. Because I just feel like it's like I can go to bed, but I can't completely relax. And it's just because, again, with you, Kelly, this over thinking mind, it's just like a washing machine. It just goes round and round and round and round and round and round. And we're coming up with all of these stories about ourselves and situations. And half of it's not true, but it's what we're telling ourselves. So this card came through for you, Kelly. Look for a sign. So when a card like this comes through, look for a sign. It's not necessary that you have to look for a sign of an angel number, or you have to look for a sign of a rainbow or that kind of thing. This is more about listening to your intuition, listening to the signs within yourself, because I feel like you already know all that's stopping you from moving forwards. And I feel like with you, Kelly, your mind is congested because I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on with you at the minute in all areas of your life, and it's all like it's just congealed into one big ball, and it's like I can't separate all these issues out, and it's just so much. And this is why we're creating, it's like, you know, your head and your neck, it's like this big ball of pain and tension because it's just too much. And then when this happens, we get this overwhelmed feeling. And when I've been tuning in with you, Kelly, I keep tripping on my words. It's like I'm stuttering a little bit. So when I stutter, when I bring through messages, it's because this is the energy that you're in. So there's this stuttering, like this stopping and starting feeling, because it's like, yeah, I'm going to do this. No, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to say this. No, I'm not going to say this. Oh, I don't know. I'm worried about what that person's saying about me. I'm worried about what that person thinks about me. And then we just go on and on and on, and we're going round and round and round and round. So Kelly, I just feel like you just need to breathe. I feel like you need to connect. I want to take you to the beach, not literally. I want you to go to the beach. I feel like you can connect when you're around the sea. It's like you need to hear the sea. This works very well for me, but I feel this with you as well, Kelly. So look for those signs. Look for the signs around you and really listen to yourself. Talk to yourself, but listen. Be mindful of your thoughts. Be mindful of what it is. I'm tripping on my words here. Be mindful of what it is you're saying to yourself. Listen to those thoughts and listen to what's really true and what's really not true, if that makes sense. And stop assuming. I feel like there's a lot of assuming going on with you, Kelly. It's like you're assuming a lot of things when you don't actually know. You're assuming that maybe someone thinks this of you, or they're saying this, or that's happening. You're just assuming this stuff when you don't actually have facts. So it's like, listen to yourself. Don't worry too much, because I feel like you're kind of worrying too much about what people are saying around you or their opinions. So kind of releasing this 3D. I always talk about the 3D. Be more with yourself and be more with your intuition, and don't listen to this outside noise. It's almost like just be with yourself, Kelly. So trust yourself, because you know, and this will help release this overwhelm that you're feeling. Your physical symptoms are really just representing how you're feeling emotionally right now. So this is more tuning into your emotions. Talk to your body, listen to this intuition, that gut feeling, because it's always right, Kelly. So I hope that gave you something. Again, if there's any more that you want to come through, if you want, oh my God, I can't even, my words are tripping with you, Kelly, because I feel like this is where your headspace is at. It's like there's this mumble jumble going on in your mind right now. My words are not coming out, and I feel this is happening to you in life. It's like you can't actually say what you want to say. There's a bit of fear of saying what you want to say to certain people. So it's coming through in my energy. It's like this tripping of the words. So I hope that makes sense for you, Kelly. I'll leave that with you. Again, if you want to have a reading with me, or you want to have any coaching, or there's something that you want to talk to me about, please send me a message and we can have a conversation. But I hope that gave you some peace. And I want to say magnesium. See, I can't even speak around you, Kelly. Oh my goodness. Magnesium, Kelly. Get some magnesium. I feel like the spray around your neck and shoulders, because I feel that will help with the physical symptoms as well. I will leave that with you. I have been like that, trying to be vanilla. I love that. I love the vanilla word. Trying to be vanilla with the people that have been around us. Yeah, I hear you, Kelly. We need to take the emphasis of other. This is a collective thought as well. We need to take the emphasis of other people. We spend so much time worrying about what other people think about us, if they're going to judge us, or they're going to say something about us, or what's that person going to say? What's that person thinking? And then we have suddenly all these people in our head like, oh, I can't. And then what we do is we lose ourselves. We lose ourselves because we worry so much about other people's opinions. Be on your own journey, people. Be in your own lane. Do not worry about others. Yes, people are always going to have opinions. Yes, it's okay to listen to people's opinions, but be in your own lane. Right, anyway, I'm just going to go back. If you can keep sharing purple hearts if you want me to pull you a card and tune in, because obviously the messages move up and I lose some of them. So don't worry if you keep bombarding me, that's fine, because then I can see. So if anyone wants to ask me a question, but make it quite direct. But if you want me to just pull a card, just drop me a purple heart. Dawn, I will come to you, my lovely, because I know that you said that you've got to leave soon. So I will go. Totally, I have taken a moment to myself to regain self. Thank you. You're welcome, Kelly. Hi, Jade. How are you? Dawn, I'm just going to pull you a card because I am very mindful that you said you've got to go soon. So, Dawn, I'm getting as I'm connecting with you, Dawn, I'm getting a little bit of pain underneath my, I won't say underneath my boob area, but well, yeah, under that area, just around here, sort of to the right a little bit, just a bit of pain. So that would be like the intestine area, the upper stomach. I don't know whether you're having any issues around your stomach, or if this is linked into anxiety with you, Dawn. Or if you're getting any discomfort around here, it could be to the side a little bit, because I just got a twinge of a pain and I feel like I want to go to you, and it could just be that it's gravitating around to your back a little bit, Dawn. So I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but I'm just getting a little bit of a dull ache there with you. It could be linked to your emotions right now, because I just feel that you're very emotionally heightened right now, Dawn. And I feel like you're having moments where you come home from the end of your day and you just feel very emotional, as in you just want to cry. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, Dawn, if you can let me know, because that's what I'm getting around you at the minute. There's a lot of people in spirit here for you, Dawn, because I'm getting goosebumps now, so they're coming through around your energy, Dawn. There's a lady here in spirit for you, and I'm feeling quite emotional, so I feel like she wants to give you a message. She wants to give you a big hug, Dawn. So I don't know if you can take a female in spirit. I want to go to an older lady, although she's appearing quite young in her manner. She's on the left of me right now, very comforting as well. There's a lot of emotion around this lady, and I feel like the emotion is around you as well, Dawn. So if you can take that, and if that makes sense to you, please let me know, Dawn. I'm getting a lot of emotion around you at the minute. That's exactly right, in my left under my boob. Yeah, yes, very emotional. Okay, yeah, I just got a twinge. It's coming up, well, this is my right side, but you're saying your left, but I'm getting this twinge around here as well. So just be mindful of that, Dawn. But this is connected to your emotions as well. So I want you to talk to your body. So the card that compromise here, Dawn, as well. So the card I got for you, Dawn, is compromise. So this is more about, I do feel that you need to compromise with certain people around you. I feel like you're doing a lot for so many people, and there needs to be a little bit of compromise. But I also feel with this card as well, I feel like you need to compromise with yourself. It's almost like you're being quite hard on yourself. So it's like, okay, it's almost like looking in the mirror and talking to yourself, Dawn. It's almost like, okay, Dawn, you know, come on, enough is enough now. I'm just doing too much for too many people. You're on this sort of treadmill where you just continuously move and you just don't stop. You just don't stop. And you're not really listening to your body. You're not listening to your emotions. And then it all gets too much and then you get overwhelmed. And then we're creating these physical symptoms, which I'm getting. And this pain underneath that I'm picking up with you, Dawn, it's like it's like an ache or a dull ache or a twinge. And sometimes it's almost like, oh, ow, I can feel that. And then it can pass. So just to be aware of that. And I feel like it's linked with your upper, I feel like there's a link here with the gut and the stomach. So just talk to your body and put your hand across that pain, that part that's painful, and acknowledge it. Your body needs to be listened to. So, I mean, this can sound a little bit crazy for people, but talk to that part of your body that's feeling the pain, because it's trying to tell you something, and just ask it to leave now and just say, please release, please go. Talk to that part of the body. So the body needs to be heard, the physical body needs to be heard as well. And again, this is linked in with your emotions, Dawn. They go hand in hand. So you need to compromise. You need to compromise with yourself. You need to compromise with other people. But I do feel like you're doing a lot for other people and you're not doing too much for yourself. And I feel like you need to have a little bit of a break now, Dawn, if that makes sense. It's almost like you need to have like a day off, or a couple of days where you can just go and do nice things for yourself, because I kind of feel like you've got back on this treadmill, like you're trying to appease other people or people please a little bit, Dawn. We're in this people pleasing energy and we need to come out of that. You need to put yourself on that pedestal, because I feel like you've got certain people back up on this pedestal, and it's not to say that they're not allowed to be on the pedestal, but you need to put yourself on that pedestal and bring these people back down a little bit. I have been holding it there, but I will talk to my body, yeah. So understand as well with this emotion, these emotional blocks, when you're connecting with somebody emotionally, you're taking on a lot of people's energy at the minute, Dawn, so you just need to protect yourself. There's also a male energy, you're taking on his energy quite a lot, and when he's low, I have got 2 weeks off from the 25th, great. Hopefully you're going away or you're doing something. If you can get to even go away, I feel like you need to be near a beach or somewhere where you can hear the sea, Dawn. You need to definitely be within nature, and I feel like you need to have some time where you can just breathe. I'm also getting that you need to go to some retreat for a day or a spa, so do something that's really indulgent just for you, Dawn, whether you go with a friend or you go on your own. If you go on your own, that's quite empowering and lovely as well. But Dawn, I do feel that there's a male energy around you that's sucking your energy a little bit. So remember, this is not your stuff, this is his stuff, and I feel like that's part of your issues with your physical stuff. So I'm going to leave that there with you, Dawn, and I hope that gave you some clarity and understanding. But please take care of yourself, and please, when you're off, please give yourself some time, and please, if you can, have a spa day or something like a retreat. I get the word retreat with you. It's like you need to also retreat into yourself as well. I'll leave that with you, Dawn, but I hope that made some sense for you. So keep pumping those purple hearts, people, so I don't have to scroll through all the messages. Oh, you're going to a spa. That's good. Yeah, I felt something around a spa with you. I did feel like a retreat. They kept giving me a retreat with you. Perfect, 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 perfect. That's exactly what you need. And I feel when you're in the spa, because of the environment, you're just going to be able to tune in and listen and just be with yourself. Right. While I'm tuning in, yes, that's very helpful and very true, everything you said. No worries, Dawn, you're welcome. While I'm tuning in just generally to energy, it's like I am looking at the purple hearts. It's just when I see a purple heart, it's just easier because the comments do scroll through quite quickly. I do fancy the beach. Yeah, get yourself to the beach, Dawn, regardless of the weather. I'm trying to help people not focus too much on what's been, like what's happened in our past, because a lot of people I know at the minute, generally, well, for most humans, we carry a lot of trauma. We internalise this trauma into our bodies, and it does come out sadly physically, but also with our emotions, and it does keep us stuck. So when people are struggling in their life right now, what tends to happen is they can get quite triggered, and then it will pull them back to some trauma from their past, and then they go back to that feeling of trauma, and then it brings them back to this space, and then we get stuck, and then we don't know how to move forwards because we're feeling fearful. I can't do this because I've always been told as a child, or whatever's happened in your childhood is what has been set in stone in your mind to believe that you can't do anything and you can't be anything, and you know, all of these things. So I just want people to be in this state, and I know that it's easier said than done, that we can release the past and it's having acceptance of the past, but being okay with ourselves now. And not worrying too much, obviously looking ahead to a degree, but not worrying too much, but being present. We need to be more present, particularly in the world that we're living in. The more present we can be, the more we're going to help ourselves. There's some really beautiful names coming up here. Sorry, I'm always playing with my hair. Shweta. Am I pronouncing, I've got a thing about pronouncing people's names. I'm really mindful of how I pronounce people's names, because it's very much a respect thing, and I want to go to Shweta. Am I pronouncing that right? Shweta or Shweta? Is it Shweta? Can you let me know? There's some really beautiful names in here. Shweta. Is that right? Can you just let me know that I'm pronouncing your name correctly? Shweta. Hi Adeline, how are you? I mean, obviously with my name Olivia, you'd be surprised what I was called when I was a child. Everything but Olivia. People could never pronounce Olivia, but anyway, so I had that growing up quite a few years, so I'm very mindful of pronunciation of names. So Shweta, or is it Shweta or Shweta? Because I feel like I want to come to you. Let me know that you're still here. I'm going to go to my Numerology cards. Shweta, can you let me know that you're still here, please, so I can pull you a card? And that I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Shweta. Okay, so I will come back to you, Shweta, if I can't see you coming up in the comments, so I will come back to you. Adeline, am I pronouncing your name? Sorry, I'm terrible. It is Adeline, isn't it? Or Adeline. Is it Adeline or Adeline? Adeline. This. Oh, Shweta, you are here. Apologies. I will get to as many of you as I can. Yeah, Shweta. Really unusual, beautiful names. Right, Shweta, I'm just going to come to you. Okay, I'm just giving you a card from my Moonology deck. Right, meditation and contemplate. Yes, you are. Okay, we'll come back to you, Adeline. Shweta, meditate and contemplate. I do feel for you that you are contemplating. This is the card, sorry. This is the card that came through for you. I don't know if you can see that. I do feel like you are contemplating a lot in life right now. And I feel like it's almost like you've paused. It's almost like you've just been moving along with your life very quickly and everything's just that routine of life, the routine of, getting up, going to work, doing things. And then I feel like something's paused within your mind. And I feel like there's a lot of contemplating going on for you. You're contemplating different things, but because I'm getting question marks across you. You're deciding now, things need to change a little bit in my life. I'm feeling a bit stuck. Do I do this or do I do this? Does that make sense, Shweta? Does that make sense? There's this sort of feeling of contemplating, like almost can see you're like this. I don't know. What do I do? I'm not too sure. I'm feeling a bit frustrated with my life at the minute. Does that make sense? I feel like there's a frustration around you and they're showing me like these question marks across up here, like you've got lots of questions and lots of thoughts going on, but you're not quite sure which direction to go. And the more you think about it, the more you're becoming stuck with that feeling. And also there's a little bit of fear linked into this as well. It's almost like you want to change a lot of things in your life, but you're not quite sure how to do that. I just feel like there's this stagnant energy with you, Shweta, like you're feeling a little bit stagnant, just mundane. This is the feeling I'm getting with you. Everything feels a little bit mundane, almost like a feeling of boredom. Does that make sense? This is the energy they're giving me with you. So this card here is meditate and contemplate. So it's like you're in this era and this energy of contemplation. You're contemplating things. You're like this, and it's almost like you're sitting like this, and you can daydream a little bit. Yeah, it does. Yeah. So it's like I can almost see you just sitting like this, just sort of staring a little bit, staring. And when you go into those places where you can daydream, they call it daydreaming, where you're just staring or you're not quite connected to what's going on around you. That's when you're tuning in. Your intuitive side of you is just tuning in. You're listening. That when you're in those moments, really tune into that, because that's your intuition kicking in. It's like you're listen to what's being told to you, listen to those messages, because I feel like spiritually you're being given messages and you're not quite seeing them or you're not quite hearing them, but there's been messages being given to you. So listen to that intuition. And if there's a thought that you have in your mind about something that you want to do, normally go with that the first thought first. So sometimes when we're thinking something, when you think, oh, I want to do that, or maybe that, or actually, so it's like when you're in a shop and you look at all these different clothes, but you always go back to the first item of clothing that you looked at initially, and then you look at 20 other items, and you always go back to that first item and buy that. So it's that kind of feeling with you. Go with that first thought in your mind, because there's something that you're thinking about, and I feel like you'll know what I mean by this. There's something that you're thinking about, possibly that you've not talked to anybody about. It's almost like you feel like, how could I pull this off? How could I do this? So we're questioning ourselves. So go back to that initial thought and go with that, Shweta, because I feel like there's something there. There's a passion around something that you want to do, and I feel like this overrides your life a lot, and it keeps coming back to you, because the reason these thoughts and these feelings keep coming back to you is because it's something that your soul wants. Your soul's pulling you there, your soul's pulling you. So it's never really going to go away. So kind of really look into that, listen to your intuition, and really trust yourself with your thoughts. And it's that first thought, because I feel like there's a few things that you've been thinking about, but come back to that first thought of that thing that you want to do. And I feel like there's a couple of things for you. And these things will be big changes in your life. They're quite big changes in your life, so be aware of that. No worries, Dawn. You're welcome. I will get in touch with you, Dawn, regarding this workshop as well. So I haven't forgotten you. So Shweta, I feel like try and come out of your headspace a little bit and just breathe and go into that intuition and really go with the feeling of what it is you're feeling. Your soul is pulling you to something, and it's like you know this, but what's stopping you is purely fear and this, again, this. So really go in, really embody that feeling of what it is that you want to do. And I feel like you know what you want to do. You're just a bit fearful, and you're also a little bit fearful about what others might say. So again, meditate and contemplate. So it's like, I don't know whether you like meditation, because meditation comes in different forms. You know, for me, meditation is just literally being on the beach. I don't need to necessarily tune into music or listen to someone talking to me. For me, meditation is literally being at the beach, and that's when I tune into spirit. So for you, find your own way of meditation and tune into that feeling and trust yourself. Stop listening to others, because I feel like people put thoughts and ideas and things into your head and it doesn't really resonate with you, and then you kind of doubt yourself. So I hope that gave you some clarity and some understanding. So just be mindful of your thoughts and meditate. Don't think too much and don't listen to too many people. Listen to yourself. Be mindful of what people are saying and take on people's opinions, but come back to yourself, Shweta. So I'm going to leave that with you, and I hope that gives you some clarity. So just keep plopping in the purple hearts, I know, because it just stops me from having to scroll. So you can bombard with purple hearts, and I will come to as many people as I can. Does anyone want to ask me anything around love or connection? Because I feel like there's somebody here. There's somebody here or somebody on the live that knows somebody that is either going through a breakup or going through some heartache with a male. Because I'm getting that quite strongly, and I can pull some cards from my Lover's Oracle, but I feel like somebody's having an issue. You're welcome, Shweta. I feel like somebody's having an issue with a male energy, and I want to connect it to romance and love. So if that resonates with anybody on here, on this live, let me know, and I will tune into your energy. Adeline. I never know sometimes if it's Adeline or Adeline. It's such a lovely name, it really is. Right, I will pull you a card, Adeline. Where are we going here? Let's just pull you an angel card. So with you, Adeline, like I've just got like a massive headache. I just feel like it almost feels like my head's going to blow up. It's that sort of feeling I get around you. There's so much going on. Please, could I have a card? Could you please tune into a connection with letter C? Yeah, I will come back to you, Jade. No worries. Just keep reminding me, Jade, as time goes on, because I might miss that. Adeline, I just feel with you, your energy, like I think, oh my goodness, my head is just full up with so much stuff. It's like you don't even know what to do, what to say, where to go, what to do next. It's almost like they're showing me you as if like you've just stopped. It's just like it's almost like we've just stopped. We've just frozen. It's like you just don't know anymore. I don't know which way to turn. I'm also getting this reflux feeling, and the reflux feeling with you is just this full feeling of, so reflux obviously is a physical feeling like we get when we eat our food so fast and everything just churns up, but that feeling is tuning into the emotions, is that everything just feels really fast and full on, and it's just moving at a pace of light, and you just can't keep up with it. And it's almost like there's a lot of big things happening around you, Adeline, at the minute, and it's just like you don't know whether you're looking that way, and it's almost like I'm getting this feeling like you've got to watch your back. Does that make sense? I'm being told that you need to watch your back. So I'm getting this with energy around you. I'm getting some energy around you. Just watch your back. This is nothing to be worried about, just to have an awareness of people around you. I feel like there's a lot of gossiping going on around you as well. Let me just pull a card. Oh my God, my head and my neck is just mash up. Adeline, I feel like there's gossip around you. Somebody's gossiping. I want to go to male, but I do want to hit onto female energy as well. There's a couple of females around you. I don't know if I want to link this more. Family, friends. A lot of gossip going on around you, which is, I don't feel is very fair. And there's also a male energy here. They're just giving me this like gossip, 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 and there's a lot of gossip. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, Adeline. And through this gossip, through this gossip, things are coming back to you, and you're hearing things like second-hand information about yourself, if that makes sense. And it's really playing with your mind, and it's really playing with your head, and you're just feeling a little bit overwhelmed by this, and it's actually making you feel quite emotional and sad. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, Adeline. So the card that came out here for you is get more information. So again, I feel like you have to have all the saying, is it your ducks in a row, your eggs in, I can't remember the saying, your ducks in a row. I feel like you need to be going into yourself, be very quiet, not saying too much to too many people, and getting everything that you need to get organised just purely for yourself. So get more information. I do feel like you need to go and get information, and I feel like this is information more like advice. I feel like you need to go somewhere and get advice, but everything that you do from here on in, just do it discreetly and peacefully, and be very mindful of what you're saying to certain people as well. Just keep your stuff to yourself and just go and do what is needed. So I feel like you do need to get more information on situations around you at the minute. So go off and do that. Just almost like I see that you need to write a list and prioritise the list as well. So go and get that information, whether it's legal information or whether it's just advice around something. Just discreetly go off and get it. You don't need to make a big song and dance about it. You don't need to talk to anyone about it. Be very mindful of what you're saying to certain people as well. So again, moving forwards, just go into yourself, be with yourself, go and get the information that you need to get. And I feel like you'll understand this. Go and get that information, go and get that advice. So it's almost like you have everything, you're aware of everything that you need to do and everything that you need to know, if that makes sense. And then that will give you that confidence to move forwards with certain situations going on for you right now. So just go and collect, again, get more information. So I feel like you need to get more information. And by getting this information, it's going to make you feel more at peace and more confident in what is going on around you. So I hope this makes sense for you, Adeline. But I will come back to you because I know that we are booking in something anyway. So I won't say too much now, but this is what's come through. And it's just how they're giving this to me with you right now. It's like my head, it's like someone's got a grip like this, like, you know, like those things that come down and just grip. And it's just extreme. It's extreme. I mean, this is like crazy extreme. Like my head is just aching. So this is your energy, Adeline. So just try and look after yourself through all of these. I feel like these curveballs. It's almost like they're throwing these. You're being thrown these curveballs, and it's like these little. You're in a bit of a tornado at the minute, but there will be some peace at the end of this. You're going to go through and be peaceful. There is going to be light at the end of the tunnel with all of this, and I know it's very overwhelming, and I know that you're going through a lot of turmoil and emotion. Be very mindful of who you're talking to, and be very mindful of what you're saying to certain people. There's two female energies around you, and I feel like you'll know who these people are. Just be mindful of what you're saying to these people, because the information it's almost like it's going around like this and it's coming back to you. So I'm going to leave that with you, Adeline, and I will be in touch with you as we spoke about earlier. And just look after yourself as best you can, and trust all of this as well, because although you're going through a lot at the minute, you are going to come out the other end and it's going to be okay. So you have to trust this, even if it feels like, excuse my French here, even if it feels like a shit show right now. Trust this process, because things are going to get easier for you. I'm getting something with 3 to 6 months around all of this chaos at the minute, but things are going to balance out. But I will leave that. Get more information. That is really important, that you get more information for yourself. I'll leave that with you, Adeline, and I will be in touch with you anyway. So I will leave that with you. No worries. Right, so just drop those purple hearts if you want a card, or if you want to ask me a question. Put the question in the comments, people. Jade, I'll come to you, Jade. Please, could I have a card? Could you please tune into a connection with letter C? Okay. Yes, I can. Right, I'm going to go to my Lovers cards, Jade. Are you still there, Jade? I'm sure you are. I do feel like when I'm just tuning into your energy, Jade, I do feel a lot lighter with you. I feel like your energy is lighter, and I do feel like there's this strength within you. I feel that you've kind of found yourself a little bit more. It's almost like you're being more with yourself and being more peaceful with yourself. Does that make sense, Jade? I'm just going to go, I've just got these lover cards here, the love cards. I'm tuning to the connection to the male energy with the letter C, letter C, letter C. Right, so this is a card that came through. I can't talk to you right now. So I do feel that this is from him. I don't feel that he's not talking to you. I am, hun, yeah. So this is the message that came through around the connection. I don't feel that he's not talking to you, but I feel like he's got a chaotic mind right now. And there's lots going on for him. I feel like he's just trying to people please. Again, like I feel like the way that I'm speaking is the way that his energy is. I literally cannot get my words out. And I feel like he's just jumping from one thing to another. People pleasing, people pleasing. He's got to be with this person doing this and then this person doing this. And it's like when he has a pocket of time, he'll come into your energy, Jade, and then he'll sort of take himself out again. Does that make sense? He feels very chaotic. I'm getting a chaotic energy around this male energy with the letter C that you're telling me. I can't talk to you right now. So again, it's not that he's physically not talking to you. It's just that there's times that he can't really be present with you or fully in with you. Does that make sense, Jade? It's like he's giving himself to you, but it's almost like he's not completely giving all of himself to you, as in like full-blown relationship, the way that you perceive a relationship. But I'm also feeling with you as well, Jade, I feel like he wants to come in with a relationship for you. I feel like he wants all of that with you, but there's some energy, there's something that you're blocking, that you're kind of pushing. It's almost like you're projecting, unknowingly projecting to him that you don't want all of that. It's not that you don't want it, you do want that, that happy ever after, that person to love you. You want to be in that loving relationship. You want all of the things that come with a relationship of how we perceive a relationship, whether that's marriage, connection, or just in a relationship with somebody. You do want all of those things, but there's a fear around it, Jade. And because you have this fear of it, there's a fear of you completely stepping in with this person, because if you do that, what if this person runs away? What if it doesn't work? What if I get hurt? What if my heart gets broken? So it's easier for me just to have bits and pieces of this person. Does that make sense, Jade? Because this is how they're giving the energy. It's a little bit chaotic. So anything with him and the way that he's being with you at the minute is because of what you're projecting to him. And again, it's not that you're consciously doing this, you're subconsciously doing this. So there's a subconscious feeling within you, Jade, that's like, I really like this person. I love their energy. I kind of want to be with them, but oh my God, I can't completely give myself to this person because I'm not sure what if, and then we pull back a little bit. So what you're doing is what he's hearing and feeling in his mind, in his energy, and that feeling and how he presents himself to you is coming back to you, Jade. I don't know if that makes sense. So it's kind of like be mindful of what you're saying to yourself and what you're thinking about with this person, because whatever you're thinking with this person, with this male energy with the letter C, is literally what he's putting back to you, and that's what you're getting from him. So if he's a little bit in and out, chaotic, or like he's all in with you and then suddenly he goes quiet, that's because that's coming from you, Jade. So be mindful of your thoughts. If you want this full-on, all-in relationship with him, you have to trust yourself and know that you're worthy of that relationship. Because I feel for you right now, Jade, you almost feel like you're not completely lovable, and that's the message that you're giving to him. Again, this is not a conscious decision with you. This is what's subconsciously going on in your mind. So you're kind of throwing that out there, like, I really like you and I really want you. Whoa, but I don't know if I don't know if I want all of this, because it's a little bit scary. And if I have all of you and we're together in a full-on relationship, what if you hurt me? What if you break my heart? What if you go off with someone else? And then this is what's playing out in your mind, Jade. And because this is happening in your mind, that's being projected to him, and that's what you're getting. Does that make sense, Jade? So just be very mindful of your thoughts. So again, it's not that he's not talking to you. I feel like his energy is a bit chaotic. It's dipping in and dipping out, dipping in, dipping out. There's a very gentle soul. They're a very loving man as well. I do feel like he's got a lot going on, and I feel like you're mirroring each other's fear. He has the same fears of you as you, and you have the same fears as him. But your fears are more predominant. They're more predominant. Well, I can't get my words out. So you need to be mindful of your thoughts, Jade, and trust this, and just relax into it, and start from having just fun with this person. The more fun you have, and the more relaxed and the more easy this is, the more this connection will just flow and manifest into more. So I'm going to leave that with you, Jade. So I hope that makes sense to you. But I feel like fun needs to be had as well. I feel like it needs to be a little bit more fun. And I feel like you need to take the initiative as well to kind of like surprise him with something, if that makes sense. I'll leave that with you, Jade. I could just sit here all night doing this. I love going live. I'm just going to give myself a minute. So if there's anyone that wants to, I hope that made sense, Jade. And I know, so when I do tune in, and I'm not always looking at the camera, it's because I'm just tuning into energy. So I do tend to look here, there and everywhere. Sometimes I'll look at the camera and it will go from me. So when I'm tuning in, Jade, I was going to say something to you and it went. Sorry, Jade, I hope that made sense. Thank you. It makes so much sense and it's all very true. Okay, you're welcome, Jade. I was going to say something, it's just completely gone. That's what I was going to say. So when I tune in or I do readings, whether that's through voice notes or in person or in a video call, or if I've done platform and I'm talking, it does sound like I'm shouting. And I, from this person that was very quiet at school and talked very quietly, when I'm tuning and channeling, I shout sometimes, and I'm not always aware that I'm doing it. It's because it's just how it comes through, and it sometimes can come through quite quickly and forcefully and fast. So if I'm shouting, I'm not shouting at anybody, it's just how it comes through. But I'm sure that you're all used to me by now, and you know that I'm not shouting at you. Hi Gracie, how are you? Right, where am I going? So just keep putting, if you want me to pull you a card, just drop a purple heart, or if you want to ask a direct question, please ask the question. Manawa. Okay. Manawa. Let's go with the Moonology cards. Manawa, I feel like you're doubting yourself at the minute. I feel like you have these pockets of moments where you feel that you have strength and intention in your mind, and then you have like a few days where you're kind of almost on this high of life, and yeah, I've got this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm really like in my own lane, and then something happens and you kind of lose yourself, or you just kind of go off the track a little bit, and then you just start to doubt yourself, and you start to question yourself, and you start to think, can I do this? Am I okay? I don't really trust myself. I don't feel loved. All these feelings and thoughts will come into your mind, and then it kind of takes you off that track. Will I get bookings for reading? Exactly. You're just asking me a question that's just coming from fear. So you're taking, so what's happening, I feel with you, Manawa, it's like you're getting this feeling of, yay, I'm on this, like I'm on a mission here, I'm doing this, and like you're really like tunnel visioned, and then suddenly like something happens in your mind, and you just waver off into another lane, and everything feels a little bit like this, and it's like, oh my god, no, I can't do this, or you have this fear and you panic, and then everything feels a little bit too much. Will I get bookings for my readings? Well, the answer straight away, I'm getting a yes with that. And why would you not get bookings for your readings? So if you're doubting yourself, Manawa, this is where you're going to become stuck. So you know, trust your intuition, trust yourself, have that intent and decide. So decide today, or maybe decide tomorrow now because it's getting late. Decide. You are the creator of your life, so you decide that you're going to get bookings for your readings. Yes, when you start with your readings, Manawa, it's just slowly starting that. You should jump onto my workshop. I'm doing a psychic workshop. When you start doing this, I feel like you've done this on and off for a while, but there's something within you that you don't trust. There's something that you kind of like, you're on a roll, and then you stop, and then you doubt yourself. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust yourself. You're not trusting yourself, Manawa. Why are you not trusting yourself? Who's in your ear? Somebody's in your ear. I feel like there's a few people around you as well. Be mindful of who you're surrounding yourself with as well. When we surround ourselves with a lot of negativity, or we surround ourselves with people that are stuck in a cycle that just continues, it can really affect our energy. So we have to be mindful of who we're around, Manawa. The answer to your question is yes. Will I get bookings for readings? Yes, I'm getting a big yes with that. I do feel like you've already given readings to people, but I feel like, again, it's that I'm stuttering with my words because this is the energy that you're stuttering with yourself. It's that intent. It's family, yeah. There's people around you that are really just. Sorry, I'm going to say the word fuck. Sorry, people. If anyone doesn't like swearing, I apologise, but it's a mind fuck, Manawa. People are playing with your mind, and it is a mind fuck. So let them. Let people say what they're going to say. You've got a lot of you've got a lot of you have it all there, Manawa, to do. You're already doing it. Okay, sometimes I sit with these cards for ages and then they decide to come out. There we go. Moonology. It's time to release negativity, Manawa. So release that negativity. Really step into that intent. Be intent with what you want. Be intentional with what you want to do. You're already doing it, Manawa. You're not trusting yourself. You're listening to too many people. When we give readings and when we're tuning into energy, whether that's tarot cards, mediumship, whatever it is, I don't like labels, but whatever that is, whatever you're tuning into, be intent with it. Be with yourself. Trust yourself. Don't listen to other people. When we're in that energy of doubt and fear, this is when we get blocked. And then when that happens, that means we're in our ego mind. So when we're in our ego minds, we're not channeling, we're not tuning in, we're not tuning into our intuition because we're stepping into our ego. This is what I'll be doing on my workshop. So I'll be teaching you and showing you how to step out of that ego mind. That ego mind is what keeps you. The ego mind is there for a reason. It keeps us safe. It keeps you safe. Your ego mind will always keep you safe. So it will always tell you something to keep you in that bubble of safety. It's like a safety blanket. So we need to step out of ego and be with ourselves. Be with our intuition. Be with that intent. Be with that intent. Decide. You decide what it is that you're doing. It doesn't matter what other people say. It doesn't matter what other people do. It doesn't matter if there's another reader doing it a certain way or this person does it this way. Be with yourself. Trust yourself. Use your cards. Play with your cards however you use your cards. You've got a lot of power within yourself, Manawa, and everything is already there to be had with you. You're already doing it. You're just not seeing it. So just trust yourself. Get a group of friends together and do little readings. Do something small. If it makes it feel more comfortable for you, do it that way. But just trust yourself. I started doing platform work in New Plymouth, and I've done platform work in other places as well. I never thought in a billion years I would stand up in front of a crowd of people and talk. So I've done it now, and it's easy. And the more you do it, the more you want to do it. So trust yourself. Trust what comes through as well, because when that ego kicks in, this is when we get stuck. Yes, I've done heaps of readings online. Great. So I know that you're saying you're not getting bookings because you're blocking that yourself by your thoughts. So you're saying to yourself, why am I not getting bookings? So you're putting that thought into your mind. So that's what you're putting out there. When you don't trust yourself, that's what the block is. So really flip your thoughts and imagine lots of people coming in and booking with you. So if you've done online readings and they're coming through and people are happy with their readings, trust yourself, Manawa, because there's more to come and you will get bookings. Visualize it. See that the readings are coming. See that the bookings are coming in. Visualize the diary or the online diary where you can see people are booked in. Just visualize it. Visualize yourself giving those readings and people are coming in and your booking system is full up. Just visualize it, trust it and believe it. I will leave that with you. It's time to release negativity and don't listen to people around you. Just brush it off, listen to them, but don't take it in, don't internalise it. So I hope that helps you, Manawa, and keep going. You're doing really good. So you've done lots of readings, that's great. You are going to get bookings, and also be patient as well. Not everything happens straight away, and I think as humans we can tend to be impatient. I know that because I can be very impatient sometimes, but we have to just trust as well. But just visualise those bookings because they're there, they're already there. Believe that you already have all the bookings, so trust it. You're already doing it, Manawa, so you're actually kind of answering your own question because you are already doing it. So keep pumping those purple hearts, people. Thanks for the beautiful messages. You're welcome. Does anyone want to ask me a question or just a purple heart? Just yeah, so if anyone wants to ask me anything, please do in the comments, or just put a purple heart, because I've missed all the comments that were coming through, so it just saves me scrolling upwards and down. I actually think it's weird because I was saying earlier at the beginning of this live, my Spotify for some reason it's all up there and it's playing, but there's no sound, and I don't understand why, because I haven't muted it, so I'm not sure why there's no sound. I will work it out at some point, but there is no music, and I almost feel like I'm not meant to have music tonight because I have had a lot of TV, and I watch podcasts and I listen to coaches and interact with people on the phone or TV, so I've had a lot of that over the last few days, so it's almost like I'm not meant to be listening to music tonight. I'm just meant to be, my ears are ringing massively because there's a lot of spirit around me at the minute, and I think I'm just not meant to be listening to any outside noise, if that makes sense. So if anyone wants a message, just because I've missed any purple hearts, so just drop a purple heart and I can pull you a card. Or if anyone wants to ask me a direct question, please do. Manawa, I love how you deliver the messages for people. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Well, I don't really know. I just do what comes through in the moment. When I'm channeling, I kind of lose myself, if that makes sense. So sometimes I have to watch my videos and my lives back after because I don't always know, if that makes sense, Manawa, I channel. So I deliver the best I can, and yeah, what comes through comes through. Some of it obviously is also from me when I'm coaching as well. I'm coming from my own intuition. Yeah, my own experiences. So please, I just can't see any purple hearts, so drop a purple heart if you want a card, or if you want to ask me a question. I have no idea what the time is. Okay. So I'll probably do another maybe 5 or 10 minutes because I've been on here since 8 o'clock. Gracie. Right, let's pull you a card, Gracie. I do love your name, Gracie. There's some really lovely names on here. So if anyone's in the New Plymouth anyone in New Plymouth or New Plymouth area from next week, midweek next week, I am going to be in New Plymouth. Haha, he just messaged, thanks for your reading. No worries, Jade. Just enjoy him. Enjoy him, and remember, when you're fearful and worried about him or what he's going to message, or what I feel with you, Jade, you procrastinate over a message or what to reply back or what to say. Sometimes I feel like you can get into your head a bit with messages. So just the intention when you send a message to someone, particularly in a romantic connection, when you send a message to somebody, it's the intent that you send it with. It's the intention and the energy that you send it. So if you feel very fearful of sending that message, or you're worried about, oh my God, if I say this to him, what's he going to think? Or am I being too needy? Or am I being too much? And So whatever you're sending that message in, that fear, is how he will receive it. So, and if you want to be playful with him and send it in a playful way, be playful, be relaxed, have fun, whatever that is, Jade. Because the energy that you send is what will transmute to him, and he will feel that, Jade. So just be mindful of that. Don't overthink it, but have some. I just feel like you need to have some fun with this person as well, like in all senses of the word. Yeah. Gracie, sorry, I do tend to go bounce from one to another sometimes. It's my ADHD. No, I know I don't like labels, but I'm very ADHD and I'm quite open about it. If we're going to give that a label, but yeah. Oops. And I've learnt that as it makes sense to how I was growing up. So that does give me a little bit of comfort and understanding to how my mind works at times. Gracie, right, let's see what's going on with you. I've had a bit of a fuzzy head for a while. I just think it's kind of telling me as well, there's a lot of people in their heads at the minute, and I'm feeling that as well. Gracie. I want to say headache with you as well, Gracie, because I've just got this headachy feeling, like around here everything feels like, I just feel like I need a good massage. Actually, that's the feeling I'm getting with you. Like where my shoulders are up here, we just need to just drop the shoulders down. I feel like you need to do some form of relaxation as well, whether it's I don't know whether you do. I've been given Pilates and something around Pilates and yoga, Gracie, so I don't know if that makes any sense to you. I feel like there's some form of exercise that you need to do, but not as in like you don't need to go out on a 10k like a run. You don't have to do anything like too intense or go to the gym, whether you do or not, but it's more something quite okay. I'll come back to you, Mandy. Just plop a message, just keep going with your messages, because I'm just tuning in with Gracie right now, so I will come back to you, but remind me, Gracie. So I feel like with you need to, there's something that they're sort of saying to do, some sort of exercise, but something that's more relaxing, but it's still going to be beneficial for you. And I keep getting something around Pilates and yoga with you, Gracie. So I don't know whether you do that, or you've thought about it, or you've just not really thought about it and thought, oh no, it might be a bit too slow for me. But I feel like there's something that you need to do. So it's a form of exercise, but it's also helping your mind. And the stretching that's involved with Pilates is quite intense. But you know, by the way you're stretching and moving your body, it's also going to help your mind as well and your emotions. So I feel like it's all combined together. So if you're not doing anything like yoga and Pilates, or you've not even thought about it, just have a look into it. You can also do it on YouTube. You can just find something on YouTube, even if you want to try it first on YouTube and have a look at, even if it's a 10-minute yoga or Pilates on YouTube, do that first and see how you feel. But there's just something around that I feel will help your mind, and it will just balance you out a little bit. Because again, with you, I'm getting this around here, this fullness in my head. It's just like everything just feels congested and blocked. And it's not just on that physical level, it's that sort of feeling of just congestion in my head, because there's so many things going on for me and I can't seem to just be thinking about one thing, I'm thinking about 25 things at the same time. So the card that came through for you, Gracie, is helpful people. So I feel for you that you do help a lot of people, but I feel like you need people to help you a little bit. I feel like you don't like to ask for help, or you feel like you've got it all together, and you know, I don't want I can do this. There's that very independent streak with you, like you can do it all. Yes, you can do it all, and you are very independent, but there has to come a point in life where you do lean back a little bit and you do ask. This helpful people is that people let people help you a bit more, Gracie. So I know that you don't always want that to be the way, or no, I'm just going to do everything myself. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. I don't need that help. And I feel like you don't always ask for help. But there are a lot of helpful people around you, more than you realise. So reach out to them. And I feel at times, particularly now, I feel like you need to engage in that. I feel like you need to ask for help sometimes with whatever that is going on in your life, or whether that's advice or someone to help you with something, whether it's a project or something that you're trying to do, or whatever that is. Or even if it's like, sometimes I need a lift somewhere, or I need someone to run an errand for me, or whatever that is. It's like, oh no, I'm not going to ask anybody. I'm going to do everything myself. And by doing that, I'm just going to exhaust myself. So lean out to other people. There's a lot of people around you, Gracie, that are willing to help you more than you realise. Don't be scared to ask, and just reach out to them and say, look, hey, would you mind doing this for me, because I'm really busy doing this. And I feel that around work with you as well. I feel like sometimes you take on a lot of projects, or there's stuff at work. I feel like you take on a lot of things, and it's like there's a part of you that's trying to prove that you can do it all. I can do all of this myself. I don't need, I can do this. I'm hyper independent, but I feel like you need to ask for help more, if that makes sense. So just step in and just ask for that help. And it doesn't mean that you're lesser of a person. It doesn't mean that you're not able to do anything. It's just that you need to just relax a little bit and reach out to people and ask for that help. And it's okay to do that. And for when you do that, it will just give you a little bit of ease around here as well. Because I just feel like your head, this area here, feels very congested. And it's like this overwhelm, and it's exhaustion as well. And I feel like this more, I want to link this more with work as well. Just ask for help, ask for advice, and don't feel by doing that you're any lesser of a person. Because I feel like you're worried, if I ask for help, then I'm going to feel a little bit needy, if that makes sense. Sorry, my phone just flipped there. I don't know if that makes sense to you, Gracie, but I'll leave that card with you. Helpful people. So lean out, reach out to more people, ask for help more, and be okay with that, because people are there to help you, and it doesn't make you any lesser of a person. People actually do like to help, and I feel like as much as you're hyper independent, I do feel at times that you need to relax and lean back a bit and let people step in for you, and you will really see a change in your energy there, and you'll be surprised how many people are there ready to help you. I'll leave that with you, Gracie, but I hope that gave you some clarity, and I hope that made sense for you. Right, where are we going? Mandy, right, what have we got here? Meet me. Plus, I'm so sick and my brain is not working properly. Sorry, could you ask the question again, Mandy? Could you ask me the question, or sorry, a direct question on what you're actually asking me? I'm so sick and my brain is not working properly. So you're physically sick. Hi, Gina. How are you? My brain is not working. So there's a disconnect with your brain. So there's something that's been going on with your body for some time, Mandy, and it's coming to that sort of realization of what it is. Is there something that's going on with your body that you're aware of now, if that makes sense? Could you ask me the question that you want to ask me, Mandy? Just general reading, really, and need advice if moving home is the right move. Yeah. When you're talking about your brain is not working properly, my brain doesn't work properly a lot of the time. there's just chaos in your brain, in your mind. I want to say mind more than your brain. It's just this chaotic energy with you. So I do feel like a headache. Yes, I've been very unwell and got diagnosed with pneumonia this afternoon. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that, Mandy. You will get through this. You're welcome, Gracie. Just going to go to my Moonology cards, Mandy, for you. You will get through this. And so what happens again, with pneumonia, obviously your physical body is exhausted. Pneumonia really hits you hard. And it will have an effect on your thoughts and everything. It will kind of put that exhaustion into your life. It's because it's dealing on top of the feeling. And what's happened with the pneumonia, so it's manifested, this physical symptom has manifested into your body, and it's coming out, it's showing up as pneumonia. So when we get a diagnosis of something, as soon as we get that diagnosis, that sits with us in our mind. So what we see is that word pneumonia, pneumonia, pneumonia. Yes, you have been diagnosed with pneumonia, so that is what you're presenting with. But then what happens in our mind is what we're absorbing is, I have pneumonia, I have pneumonia, I have pneumonia. And it creates a little bit of fear with us, and then we feel fearful of it. So in this moment in time, Mandy, regardless of the diagnosis of the pneumonia is something in your body that's internalizing with the emotions in your body. So we need to release anything around pneumonia, anything around the chest, the lung, this area is linked to grief. So there's a locked in grief there. There's something that's manifested here around the body. So I want you to go in and talk to your body. And I've said this before to people. My goodness, my phone keeps moving. I want you to, I'm just going to pull you a card, Mandy. Right, moving home. I want you to talk to your body, Mandy. I want you to go into the pneumonia. Have a lovely evening. Thank you again. Need to go. That's okay, Jade. Take care, and I'll catch up with you soon. Have a lovely day, yeah? Mandy, I want you to go into your body, particularly when you're in bed, and really tune into the area where you're feeling it physically, and talk to your body. Talk to that part of your body that's struggling at the minute, and really talk to it like you're talking to a loved one, and just saying, look, I feel your pain, I see your pain, and I understand your pain, but I'm releasing you now. So it's almost like you're telling the pneumonia to go. So you need to talk to that part of the body and really tune into it and help it release, because it will release. The pneumonia, you will get better from this, Mandy. So you need to look up in this moment in time, you need to start looking after yourself and not worry too much about other people. I think that you've got a lot going on, and this is obviously manifested into your physical body being sick. And there's lots of decisions that you're trying to make, and the more you're trying and you're thinking, you're not coming up with anything, and it's creating all this stress for you, Mandy. So I feel like you're saying about a move, there's a decision around moving. Is it the right move? I'm feeling unsure about this move. I feel like when you're unsure about something as well, there's this like indecision, like, oh, I don't know, should I not? Is to sit still with this for now. I'm just getting something around, I don't feel this is the right time, Mandy. Does that make sense? And I feel like you've got a lot of people telling you what to do right now. I kind of feel like I want to go to family members as well, like telling you what you should be doing around this, with other things as well, but around things to do with moving. I do see a place for you. I do see a move for you, but I'm not seeing it right now, Mandy. I do feel like this is going to be further down the line. So I do feel for you right now not to be too hasty on a decision that you're making right now, because it just, something is saying that it's not the right time. You're very close to achieving your goal. So this is the card that came through for you, Mandy. You're very close to achieving your goal. So trust this. So this is going to happen for you. There is going to be a move for you, Mandy, but I'm not feeling it right now. I'm not feeling it right now, Mandy. I just feel there's a bit of indecision here. So just, if you're not sure, don't move, don't do anything. I have no parents or family, so I have no help with my kids. I'm so exhausted. Yeah, I know, I can feel your exhaustion, Mandy. I don't, for some reason, I'm not getting now with this move, Mandy. I feel like you just need to be still right now and not worry too much. I feel like there will be a move. There is a move coming in for you, but I don't feel it's coming in now. But to be okay with that, if that makes sense. And again, this card here, the Moonology cards are very strong. You are very close to achieving your goals. So again, it's just trusting this as well, Mandy. I feel that you need to just purely focus on yourself and just be around your children and just the everyday life to life things. There are people around you. You need to reach out to friends. There will be people around you that will support you. Ask, Mandy. I know there are people around you that want to help you. So I know that you know this, Mandy. So please reach out and ask for help, and don't be worried about that at all. Even if it's through the kids' parents, there'll be parents around. There'll be people that are willing to help. Because I do feel like you just need a little bit of time for yourself as well. I feel like you need a little bit of time just for yourself, just to be with yourself and not to worry about these big decisions, because I think this thinking and procrastinating and worrying about all these big things is also magnifying that physical illness as well. So right now, just be with yourself, Mandy, and just literally be with yourself. Talk. This is very important. Talk to your body. Talk to your body like it's a loved one, or it's even like it's one of your children. Like you're talking to your body. Go into the area of the part of the body that's you're struggling with. Talk to it. Let it know that it's being seen, it's being heard, and it's okay, and it can release, and it will go. Because you need to release this from your body. It will get easier, but you very much have to rest right now, Mandy. And I know that's very hard when you've got kids. But also reach out to whoever that is, or people around you. There will be people that are willing to help you and support you. So reach out. There'll be parents of like your kids, your kids' friends, parents. There'll be somebody around you that will help you in some way. So please reach out for some help, Mandy. And it's like you do need a little bit of respite right now, but you don't need to be thinking about those big decisions, because I feel like these big decisions are overwhelming you, and they're creating this exhaustion, which is exhausting on top of what you're going through already. So it's just piling it all on top. So just release. Don't worry about moving. Don't worry about any big things. Don't worry about any of that. Just be with yourself right now. Just be with yourself. Be still. Look after yourself. Just move around as much as you can move around. Be with your kids, but get people in to help you and support you. You just need a little bit of respite, and I do feel like you just need that time where you can sleep. I feel like you just need little pockets of time where you can just sleep, or find those pockets of time, whether that's if the kids are at school or when they're not with you. Just literally just rest and just be still, and just rest your mind as well. When you can rest your mind, it's going to rest your physical body. So I hope that helps you, Mandy. And please take care of yourself. But you will come through this, Mandy. Your body is also purging a lot of crap out at the minute. So once this happens and this is out, this is going to reset you for what's to come. So don't worry about the move right now, but that will come later down the line. I keep getting 3 to 6 months or something towards the end of the year. So please don't worry about any move or anything big at the minute, Mandy. Purely focus on your body, your physical health, and your mental, emotional health, because that's more important than anything. Okay, I'll leave that with you, Mandy. Take care of yourself. So if anyone wants me to pull a card, can you just drop a purple heart in the comments, just so I can just say, it just helps me zoom in a lot quicker, because the purple heart is part of my logo for my business. I'm all about the purple, as you can see on my logo of my business page. So the purple heart is my thing. So if you can drop a purple heart. Yes, thank you so much. I've been so overwhelmed. It's good to know I have good things coming. Yeah. Yeah, you do have good things coming, Mandy, but you also have to tell yourself you have good things coming as well, because if you also decide that, if you're going to decide I haven't got good things coming, then you won't have good things coming. So decide you've got good things coming, rather than you've got good things coming. The things are already happening. So imagine that all those good things that you want in your life are already happening, even if you can't see them in your reality. feel and imagine them already happening now. So imagine whether that's the house, say the house that you want, visualize that house, or you're already in the house, you're in it. Visualize the rooms and all the furniture and everything that you want in the house, the location, the area, all of the things with the house. Not looking at it over there. I'm hoping that it's going to happen. It's already happening for you, Mandy. So really get into that delusional, we have to be more delusional in life. Get into your imagination. Remember when we were children, before we had all these adult stresses of life, we were all children at once upon a time, and children purely go by their imagination because they're not in that form of the adult world, so they don't have all these stresses and strains. That only happens as you get older. So when you're a child, what do we do as a child? We use our imaginations because that's all we have, and we imagine. So go back to that childlike energy, Mandy. Be in your imagination. Imagine your house. You already have your house. It's not over there and it's not over there. You have it. You're in it. Imagine it. Feel it. Smell it. Breathe it. Taste it. Imagine that house, Mandy. You already have that house. This will help your physical body as well. So think of something enjoyable and just really get into that, I say delusional, imaginative state. So I'll leave that with you, Mandy, and please take care of yourself. I've been manifesting for a while now, but every now and then I go back to negative thinking when it's one thing after another. Yeah, I understand that, Mandy. So don't put the pressure on yourself either. We do put a lot of pressure on ourselves to, oh my God, I need it now, I want it now, is it going to happen, is it going to happen, is it going to happen? And then we doubt it. It's like saying to yourself, I already have it, so you don't need to worry about it. So take the worry away because you've already got it. As soon as you do that, it's like, okay, I'm deciding that, yep, that's done, move on to the next thing. So when you have a bit of doubt about that, you can go back and remind yourself, but don't worry about it because it's already happening for you, Mandy. So take the pressure of thinking about it off yourself too much. Sylvie. Sylvie. Right. I'm thinking. For people that are new on my live, I tend to sit on the floor a lot, and I always have music in the background. But as I've said 16 billion times, my Spotify is deciding not to play music tonight. That will be a job for tomorrow. I don't know why. It just doesn't want to play music. Well, it is playing. It's just there's no sound. So I do sit. For people that are new to this live, I do sit on the floor a lot. But that's okay. Sylvie, yeah. Sorry, I just had to look at your name there, Sylvie. Sylvie, is there something going on with I'm getting like a male energy around you. Is there something going on with a male around you at the minute that feels a little bit exhausting? There's a male energy around you that's getting something a little bit off with someone around you. Does that make sense to you, Sylvie? Who is this man and what does he want? Is there a male energy around you, Sylvie? That's something feels a little bit disconnected with a male. Does that make sense to you? Can you let me know? While I'm pulling you a card. Not sure. My daughter is having tests for lumps around her breast. Okay. There's just going back to this male energy. There's a male energy around you, Sylvie. Whether it makes sense or not, just to have an awareness of it. But I feel like there's a disconnect with the male energy. Not disconnected with husband. There's something with a male energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be a husband. There's somebody around you that I don't know if there's a communication or something that's not being said from that other person, or they're not saying something to you. They should be saying something to you. There's something with communication around a male. So if you can't take that right now, just to have an awareness around it, because it will make sense to you. So it could be with husband, or it could be with another male around you, but there's somebody that's not communicating properly to you, or there's something that possibly they want to say and they're not quite sure how to say it, so they just kind of don't say it, if that makes sense. It's not something that you have to worry about, but it will make sense in time. So don't give it too much thought, but there's definitely a male around you that feels like they're not communicating properly to you for some reason. My father might have memory issues. Okay, yeah. It will make sense, and I feel like it will make sense very soon to you. It's like something that they're not quite saying to you, if that makes sense, but it will become apparent in your life. So I'll leave that bit with you. Try not to overthink that, but there's definitely a male around you that's not communicating clearly to you. But that will make sense to you over the next few weeks. And then the card that came through for you is within the next few weeks. So there's going to be more answers for you within the next few weeks. There's certain things that you're worried about right now, Sylvie. So try and take the worry about it. I know you did mention something around your daughter is having tests for lumps around the breast. Okay, so if I can just go with your daughter for one moment. So get your daughter again. I'm going back to this, it's like this body mapping a little bit with your daughter. I'm not getting anything bad around here, Sylvie, but with your daughter. So get her to connect to that area of the breast, and to when she's in bed, to put her hand on that area of the breast. I'm trying to place my mother in long-term care. She lives with us. Okay. Sorry, just going to your daughter quickly, Sylvie, because I feel like there's a lot going on with you right now, and I'm obviously on a live. I'm just going to go to one thing right now. So be mindful of that. The male person that's not completely communicating with you properly. If it doesn't make sense to you, it will make sense over time. So don't worry about that right now, but just have an awareness of that. Going in with your daughter quickly. Just get your daughter to place her hand around the area of the breast where the lumps are, and just gently put the hand there, and just I feel more so when she's laying in bed, and again get her to talk to that area. It's a hard thing to explain, but get her to talk to that area of the body, and just really talk to that breast area, and just say, please release these. You can go now. You can release yourself. You can remove yourself. Any lumps or any disconnect in that breast area, you can go now. And also, like, she's also talking to her breast, like she's saying to her, that area, I hear you, I see you, I understand you, I feel your pain, but you're safe to go now. It's almost like having that conversation with that part of the body that's a little bit disturbed at the minute. So get your daughter to connect with her body, tune into her body in this area, and really, really talk to that part of the body. This will help release what's going on there. This will help release these blockages, these lumps, things that are going on in that area. I'm not getting anything bad around that, but within the next few weeks, I feel like you're going to get a lot of answers, Sylvie, with a lot of things in the next few weeks. So kind of just, I know it's really hard when you've got a lot going on and a lot of heavy things going on, but try and relax around life at the minute. And that sounds like a crazy concept when you've got all these big things going on, but just be okay with what's happening right now and just breathe through it. Does that make sense, Sylvie? So just trust. If your daughter wants to get in touch with me, ask her to, and I can tune in and talk to her. But for you, Sylvie, because I feel like you've got a lot of big things going on at the minute, because I feel like my head, again, it's just like, oh my God, there's so many things I've got to sort out. And it's all these things are around other people as well. And it's almost like you've lost yourself in amongst all of this stuff as well, Sylvie. So come back to yourself and try and breathe and relax. Literally, yeah, breathe and relax. I've just seen what I've just... breathe and relax, yeah, literally that. Breathe and relax. Within the next few weeks, things will come clear and answers will come to you. Don't worry too much. I know that's easier said than done, but just be more present with life, Sylvie, and just be in the moment. So just be with today, and then when you wake up tomorrow, and say to yourself, before you go to bed at night, say to yourself, tomorrow, wonderful things are going to happen to me tomorrow. And when you get to tomorrow, say, wonderful things are going to happen to me today. And just keep being in that mindset as well, Sylvie, because it will help you. And literally that, breathe and relax. I feel like you need some time out as well for yourself. I'll leave that with you, Sylvie. I'm sending you lots of love. If anyone else wants a card, I do go on a little while actually. I probably will hop off of this live in probably about 5 more minutes. So if anyone wants a card, I will pull a card. Just drop a purple heart in the comments. But if anybody, you're welcome, Sylvie. If anyone wants to book a reading with me, please get in touch on my business page. And I do the readings via voice notes, video call. I had to think about how I do my readings. A video call, you can tell my energy's starting to deplete a little bit, and in person. So yeah, if anyone wants to book a reading with me or some coaching, or anyone's interested in this workshop, I've got these 2 workshops going on, the same workshop, but I'm just offering them different ends of the world. So I've got one on the 3rd of September for New Zealand, Australia end, one on the 4th of September for the UK, Europe end, and it will be a 6-week course, an hour a week, and we hop on a video call. I'm sort of looking at groups of 4-ish people per workshop, and it's all around psychic development, anything around your intuition, tuning in, knowing how to read cards, clicking into your intuition, telepathic thoughts, talking about telepathy and how that works. There's lots Q&A, there's lots and lots tuning in, practicing on each other. All you need is a deck of cards for this workshop. So if it's something you're interested in, please get in touch, because there's only limited spaces on these workshops. So please get in touch as soon as possible. I will repost oh my goodness, my words. I will repost the workshop content so people can see it. But if you want to ask me about the workshops, reach out to me, because it will be really interesting and fun as well. We can all do this. We can all read. We can all do cards. We can all tune in. A lot of people think that we can't. It's not a gift. We've all got this. So if anyone's interested in the workshops, please reach out to me as soon as possible, because there are limited spaces. So anyway, Kia, I remember you hopped on last time and I was trying to get your name right. Was I calling you Karen? Are you Karen, Kia? Oh my goodness, I'm sure I called you Karen before. Hi Amelia, how are you? Okay, so I will come to you, Gina, and I will come to you, Amelia. Kia, yeah, Karen. So I don't know why, I feel like I just need to call you Karen. So we'll just go with that. Karen, I feel like there's chaos around you at the minute, and I feel like, oops, you're losing yourself a little bit. Not too great today, hope you're well. Okay, Amelia, I feel like me and you need to connect. Sorry, this is what I do with my ADHD brain. Amelia, I will come to you with a card, but I do feel like I feel like I want you to reach out to me, Amelia, on my business page. Just send me a message and I will send you a voice note, because I do feel like we need to connect. I feel like you do need to come in and have a reading with me, or some coaching, because I feel like this is a cycle that we need to break. Actually, you need to break, but I can support you with that. Karen, there's chaos in your life at the minute, Karen. Chaotic energy I'm getting with you. Your head is spinning. You're doing too many things, thinking too many things, and it's literally just doing your head in. That's the feeling I'm getting with you, Karen. Does that make sense? I just feel like everything and everyone is doing your head in at the minute. That's literally how I'm getting that coming through. Everyone is doing your head in. Does that make sense, Karen? We need to hear Karen. Karen. There's a lot of chaos around you, Karen. I just feel like everyone's at you, and it's almost like you just want to take yourself off on your own somewhere. Are you going away, Karen, in the next few months? Have you planned anything? I'm getting something with you around a trip. I don't know if you have anything booked or you've organised something, because you're going away somewhere. I don't know if you're aware of that, but you're definitely going away. Luck is on your side, Karen. Luck is on your side. So feel lucky, be lucky, trust yourself. I feel like you're very overwhelmed, Karen, and it's almost like there's so much negativity. Yes, work in ECE, have a lot of busy days in teenagers at home, yeah. I hear you, I feel you, I can feel your energy. It's just like it's almost like you just get me off this planet for a while. I just want to go somewhere where nobody knows me and I can just be with myself and just chill out. Luck is on your side, Karen, so there's a lot of luck. You have a lot of luck around you, even though it doesn't feel that way right now. Trust this as well. There's a lot of good things coming in for you. Trust it's all like that saying, trust the luck of the Irish, but trust the luck, because there is luck. It's almost like that, you know, when people say, oh, good luck, just trust that you've got that good luck around you. Because I feel like you're feeling a bit despondent at the minute with life, and everything feels a bit overwhelming. And it's almost like you're losing yourself in everybody else, Karen. So really come back to yourself. But I'm definitely getting something around a trip with you. This luck is on your side as well. It could be that you might win something, or you're going to get some good luck, or you're going to hear some good news, or something's going to come in that's going to really lighten your mood, and it's going to be like, wow. So it could be that you win an amount of money, or you win something, or a holiday or something, or somebody gives you something, and it's like you're going to get some good luck come your way. But it's also, to allow that good luck to come in, it's also being worthy, that you trust, having that feeling of that you're worthy of that anyway, if that makes sense, Karen. So it's almost like you feel sometimes that nothing ever goes my way, everything's too much. I just feel like nobody really cares about me. It's almost like a little bit of that mentality that you're in at the minute. But there's something with luck coming in, so trust this as well. There's some good luck coming in for you, but it's already around you, Karen. So, but I'm getting a trip around you as well, because I feel like there's something or somewhere that you're going to go. I don't know if you've thought about going away somewhere, even if it's just a night or a couple of nights, like a weekend thing, but you're definitely going away. So I don't know if you've got anything planned, but there's something with a trip coming up. So if you haven't planned anything, or you don't know what I'm coming, you're thinking, well, I haven't booked anything, this doesn't make any sense to me, but you're definitely going away, and that will come clear in time. There's a trip to be had for you, Karen, and I feel like I want to go more with a weekend away, but it's very much needed for you. So if there's nothing in plan, or there's nothing booked per se, look into this, because there's something with that as well. And I feel like it'll be with a friend, it'll be something, or someone else will organise it, or you'll organise it, and it will be quite last minute as well. So just trust this. But there's this, get it, my dog crazy as sounds grounds me on busy days, no plans yet, but sounds exciting, lol. My dog's crazy as sounds grounds me on busy days. Are you saying that your dog grounds you? Yeah, so if there's nothing planned yet, there will be something coming in, and I feel it might just be that you're going to organise this. It could be that you go away with a friend, but it's coming in as a weekend, and it's very much needed for you. So luck is on your side, so trust this, Karen. There's definitely something coming in with a trip. It might not make any sense to you now, but it might be that you have to organise it. So I'm going to leave that with you, but you definitely need to get away. And I want to go between now and the end of the year, but probably I'm just getting something with October as well. So just to be mindful of that, but you're definitely going to have a weekend away, and it's very much needed, and this will reset you and refresh you as well. So I'm going to leave that with you, Karen, and just breathe. Right, I'm just going to come to Gina, are you still there? I'm just going to do a couple more, and then I will hop off, because I've been on here for like 6 billion years. So if anyone does want to book anything up with me, also if anyone knows of a space in, I want to get back into my platform work. I'm very eager to stand in front of a crowd of lots of people. So if anyone knows, if anyone in the New Plymouth area knows of a space that I can hire, I know there's a spiritual church, but if anyone knows of a space that I can hire, I want to do some platform work in New Plymouth, if possible. Doesn't have to be the spiritual church, but if anyone knows of anywhere that I can hire in New Plymouth, please let me know. Because I would like to hold an event where I just do platform work, and I just put tickets for sale. So if anyone knows of anywhere, please let me know so I can get that sorted, because I definitely want to get back into my platform work. Hi Gina. Right, I'm just going to pull you a card. I feel like I want to go to my angel cards, Gina. Thank you. We are going away in October for a family 50th, so maybe that. Thank you. You're amazing. Do you read pets? Yes, I do. My dog is with me continuously. So I'll just show you quickly, Karen. Sorry, Gina, just 2 seconds. ADHD brain. Talking about 60 things at the same time. So this is my baby. This is my baby. This is Ruby. She was 14. She passed away a couple of years ago of cancer. But this dog literally was and is my soul buddy. I just adored her so much, and she adored me, and she's always with me. She brought me to this place. I talk to her continuously, and I know she's with me. I've seen her, I feel her, I see her through. Like I saw a Labrador today, which is identical to my dog on the beach today when I was tuning into her, and this Labrador appeared. She's always showing me signs. She's always around me, and I talk to her continuously, and I can connect to pets as well. Yes, I'm very much around pets, particularly dogs. I'm the biggest dog person, Karen, you'll ever know. I adore dogs. So yeah, this is my baby. So the answer to your question is yes, I do read pets. The pets are very unconditional as well. So yeah, if you want to ask me any more about that, just reach out to me. Yeah, October. Yeah, I'll get something with October around you. So just look forward to that, because it's going to be fun. You're going to have a lot of laughter, and it's needed for you, Karen. Gina, trust. I feel like you're on a roll with something, and then you don't trust it, and then you get in your head a little bit with whatever you're doing. So whether that's study or thinking about moving or whatever it is you're doing in your life, Gina, it's like you have all these ideas and thoughts, and you kind of get on this little momentum of, yay, it's going really well. And then something hits you, or your mind takes over and your thoughts take over, and it's like, no. Or somebody might say something to you and you just think, oh, okay, did that person's just said so-and-so to me, so it must be true. And then it's almost like the outer world can really affect your internal mind, Gina. So then you don't believe that you can do it. So it's more about not listening to too many people and really trusting yourself. So trust yourself, Gina. And I feel, again, with whatever it is that you're doing study-wise, keep going with that. Keep going with it as long as it feels good and you're enjoying it. That's simple, really. And I feel like there's something around location with you as well, Gina. You are going to be moving. You are going to be relocating. So trust this, because I feel like you have these moments where you think, oh, is that really going to happen for me? I can't imagine that. But it is going to happen for you. It's already happening for you. Things are happening behind the scenes that you can't see, Gina. So you need to trust this. Trust yourself. And when you trust yourself and you have that knowing within yourself, things will escalate in a good way for you. There's definitely something with a move for you next year. So trust this, Gina. And I feel like this is very much needed, because you're very much in stagnant energy. And if there's anything that you're studying right now, please know as well that whatever you're studying, if you do move, or not if, when you move, this study can move with you as well. Nothing is holding you to where you are now, although you think it is and you feel it is, and it's presenting to you in the 3D that things are keeping you where you are, but you're definitely going to be moving next year, Gina. So just trust in what's to come, because it's all happening for you, Gina. Do not listen to too many people around you. I feel like people are keeping you stuck. People are subconsciously keeping you stuck a little bit. It's almost like they don't want you to win in life, if that makes sense. They want you to stay stuck because they're not doing the things that they wanted to do, or they're doing, so they don't want you to do that. So if you have any ideas or thoughts, they don't like hearing that, so they're in their sort of, in a weird sort of way, they're trying to keep you stuck. So try not to listen to too many people around you, Gina. Just listen to yourself and trust. So I'll leave that with you, and see that beacon of light. That's what you've got to go towards. Trust this, trust this, trust, trust, trust. Trust yourself, Gina. So I'm going to leave that with you, Gina, and I hope that made some sense to you. Amelia, yes, it makes a lot of sense. You're welcome, Gina. Amelia, are you still there? I'm just going to, if you're still there, I'm just going to come to you, Amelia, and then I'm going to probably click off of this live, because I've been on here for like 100 years. And my energy is starting to deplete a little bit. Yeah, you're studying. Yeah, just go with what feels good for you, Gina. Amelia, I feel like for some reason I just need you possibly to reach out to me, not on here, like on my page. If you can send me a message or a voice note. I don't know if you want to consider booking a reading with me. I feel that it will be beneficial, or some sort of coaching. You're welcome, Gina. I don't know if you're still there, Amelia. Amelia. For some reason, Amelia, I feel that you need to reach out to me. I will pull you a card, Amelia. I'm going to pull you a Moonology card, but I do feel you need to reach out to me, because I know you're struggling. My dog was drawn to your voice earlier, so I was intrigued. Your dog is beautiful, and love knowing that even in the afterlife our fur babies are connected to us. So that's reassuring. Maybe my dog sensed. Oh my goodness, I love that, Karen. So I'm just reading your message. Sensed your love for dogs. That's so lovely. Give your dog a big cuddle. Yeah, dogs come up to me all the time, Karen. When I was on the beach today, literally dogs just run up to me, and they could be like way in the distance, and then you see this dog and I know it's coming towards me, and you hear the owner calling their dog, and their dog completely ignores them, and then when the dog gets to me, the dog's just literally on me, wagging its tail and jumping. The owner finally catches up, and they're like, I'm so sorry, my dog doesn't normally do this. And I just laugh, because I almost attract dogs in, particularly on the beach as well. I'm just minding my own business, and this is since I've not had my dog. No word of a lie, dogs just swarm around me. They all come to me, and this is since my beautiful Ruby girl's not been with me. It's almost like she brings them to me, because I need that fix of the dogs. I'm not in a position to have a dog at the minute, and I don't feel I'm ready, really, because she really was my best buddy, and I don't know if I would like to walk dogs and help other people with their dogs, but I don't feel ready to have my own dog. I don't feel it's the right time for me anyway. But dogs are very intuitive, and dogs are extremely unconditional, and they teach humans about life. They teach us about unconditional love, and we can learn. We should, and we can, and we need to learn from dogs, because dogs are our biggest lessons, if we're going to have lessons, because they already have it together, and that's why their lives are quite short, because they already have the unconditional love, and that's what they try and show humans. So thank you for that, Karen. That's really lovely, and that's very sweet. Your dog would be engaged in my energy for sure. That makes total sense. Oops. Amelia, you are here. Yeah. So the card I got for you, Amelia, is take time to breathe out. So that's kind of quite apt. As you said, that she rolled over and put her belly up for belly love. Totally get that. Took us a long time to get to our girls. Oh, that's so sweet, Karen. Bless. Yeah, tell her to, oh my God, I wish, yeah. I'm such a sook when it comes to dogs. I just adore dogs. They're just the best, and I can't bear when people are cruel to dogs, because dogs just are so unconditional. We can and we should learn a lot from dogs. Well, I do. Ruby's taught me completely unconditional love, for sure. Anyway, thank you for that, Karen. I appreciate it. Amelia. Take time to breathe out. It almost feels with you, Amelia, that like you're breathing, but you're not breathing, if that makes sense. It's like, you know, when we're not conscious of our breathing, you know, like when we're just going about our daily lives, we're not thinking about our breath, if that makes sense. We're not thinking, oh my God, I'm breathing in now, I'm breathing out now. Breathing is just automatic, it just happens, doesn't it? But I feel with you, it's almost like you having to think about breathing a little bit. It's like you breathing in, but you're not breathing out properly. It's like you're breathing in, but you're breathing the wrong way, Amelia. Does that make sense? I feel there's a massive overwhelm with you right now, and it's like I want to hyperventilate a little bit, and the hyperventilating can make you feel a little bit off, possibly a little bit dizzy as well, very anxious and anxiety, feeling like a possible tingly feeling in the body. It's all linked to the physical sensations that you can get from breathing, Amelia. You know, like that, like I'm doing now, like if we don't breathe properly and we're aware of our breathing, it can create this feeling of like dizziness, and the dizziness because the blood doesn't flow properly to the brain, and it can make us feel like we're going to pass out, and then that creates in itself the anxiety. Have had a few scares of breathing. Yeah, I can feel it, Amelia, because I just feel like it's almost like it's like, oh my goodness, how do I breathe? I've forgotten how to breathe, and it's like you've forgotten how to breathe, so you're consciously trying to breathe, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like we don't think about breathing because it's an automatic thing that the body does, but because you're feeling anxious, you're thinking about it more. So it's like, I'm having to catch my breath. So you're doing this a lot. You're having to catch your breath, so you're breathing in through your mouth more than breathing in through your nose. And when you breathe in through your mouth, you're breathing in the wrong air, if that makes sense. And that's the hyperventilating. And when we hyperventilate, the oxygen and the flow, the circulation doesn't flow naturally to the brain, and that creates this dizziness. And it's almost like a feeling, like I want to say that there's this tingling. Sometimes I can get this tingling or this desensitized, oh my goodness, I can't speak tonight. Desensitized feeling. Does that make sense, Amelia? Like, because your breathing's been a little bit erratic, your body feels a little bit desensitized, like you're almost disconnected from your body, and it's that feeling that you're not there. Does that make sense, Amelia? This is sounding a little bit crazy, but they're giving me this feeling with you, like you feel like you're not there. Like you are there, you're present, but you feel like you're not there. It's like you're almost looking down on your body or looking down on yourself. Does that make sense? A lot of people are upsetting me. Yeah, I'm just getting this massive overwhelm with you, Amelia, like massive overwhelm. There's just too much. There's too much. The feelings that are presenting here with your breathing and the anxiety is from the emotions. So all this stuff that's going on for you emotionally, one of them you know of. Yeah, Daniel. Sorry. I think it's just me and you on the live now, Amelia, so it's all good. I'm just laughing, not laughing. Oh, that did make me laugh. Sorry. Okay. It's just giving me the giggles. We need to laugh a bit more, Amelia. You have to laugh, otherwise you'll cry. Yeah, Daniel. My son's Daniel, called Daniel. Hey, Daniel, don't you just love Daniels? To all the Daniels out there. Oh, Amelia. There's a lot of, yeah, it is a very weird feeling. I also know that because I've experienced that myself. So what you don't want to happen is you get deeper into this feeling, because that desensitization, that it's almost like a desensitizing of the body. Yes, too much, very dark thoughts. Okay, that's why I feel that you need to reach out to me, Amelia, and we can do something together, because it's just, yeah, sorry, I'm not laughing at you, it just, but yeah, I know, Daniel. there's just a lot. It's like your mind is just chaotic. There's just so much going on. It's like you don't even know which way you're going or what you're thinking, and your physical body's interacting with this now, so it's all getting a little bit too much for you. I am too, hence why I said it. I wanted to make you laugh. I know. Oh my goodness. Daniel. I have a, sorry, without going into my stuff, but my son's called Daniel, and sometimes he's it's been interesting, put it that way. It's been fun. But anyway, I just feel like you're chaotic in your mind, and it's creating this physical feeling in your body, which is also scaring you, and it's like this vicious circle because it's just too much. There's a lot of people around you that, like you say people are upsetting you. You're listening to a lot of clutter, noise, which is not your stuff, but they're kind of trying to make it your stuff, and people are putting onto you. People are almost telling you what you should and shouldn't be doing, and I think this is where we're getting a bit overwhelmed. And it's almost like there's not many people you feel that you can turn to talk about what it is that you want to talk about, because people are like just saying, oh, just get over it, move on, just stop, and just, I feel like that's happening to you right now. I mean, it's like you don't really have people. You do have people in your life, but people are not really wanting to hear you or listen to you. So you're kind of getting to that point where you're internalizing it all because you feel like nobody's really listening to you or wants to listen to you. Does that make sense, Amelia? But please, Amelia, please send me a message you are on my business page. So you have you know that you can reach out to me on my business page. If you can, I'm not telling you what to do, but I do feel like you need to book something up with me, whether it's we go through a mindset coaching session on a video call, or a reading on a video call. I just feel something with the coaching though as well, because I feel like when you're trapped in this thought process, it's really hard to break out of it. But when you have a little bit of understanding and some tools to work with, it just lifts you up a bit, and then there will be some movement as well, and then everything that we talk about will be around stuff with Daniel and around connection and around love and tools for things to help you, because I feel like you're not being heard at the minute as well, Amelia. Does that make sense to you? So you must take time to breathe. I know that's easier said than done. It's the most simple thing that we all do as humans, otherwise we wouldn't be dead if we weren't breathing. But it's almost like you've forgotten how to breathe. But please do reach out to me, and we can book something in, because I do feel for you right now it's very beneficial, and I also do feel there's a little bit of fear with you reaching out to book something up. It's almost like I don't really want to hear something that I don't want to hear, potentially, which could happen in a reading, but you are the master of your thoughts, so remember, whatever you're thinking is what you're putting out there. I do feel more so with you it would be around coaching as well, because I do feel there's a lot of tools that I can give you that are really going to support you right now, because it's like you're kind of slowly sinking into this space, and the more you sink it, that rabbit hole that we can go down, the more you go into that rabbit hole, it just feels a little bit hopeless. So please reach out to me on my business page, or even if you've put a comment on my actual feed with a purple heart. I actually on my business page, I need you to reach out to me first for me to then respond. That's how it works on my business page. Or even if you just send me a little message and let me know what your thoughts around booking something up are, and then we can go from there. So just go onto my business page and message me, and I will respond back. I will send you a voice note. So I'll leave that with you, Amelia, okay? And on that note, I'm actually going to come off my live now because I've been on here for quite some time. So thank you, everybody, for jumping on. And yeah, it's been great. Thank you for connecting with me. And I will keep hosting my workshops, and I might do another live over the weekend for the other end of the world, but I will keep you posted on that. Okay, take care and get in touch with me, Amelia.